Hi, I'm CAPT.DOUG, Stanford, Texas Fish Tips, this is your weekly fishing report.
Out here on the end of that south jetty, the very end, there's been some really nice reds, lots of them. Inside of that south jetty, about 30-40 feet from the rocks, 30 foot of water, there's been lots of reds in there. There's been several guide boats there, trying not to hog the area, but there's a lot of good fish in there. Also, if you'll go around the end of the north jetty, anywhere's up down those rocks, we've been catching fish. Live shrimp has been the ticket. We've been catching on mullet. We've been catching black drum. We've caught just about everything. One day we're catching everything on live mullet. The next day we're catching all on live shrimp. One day we ran out of shrimp. We're throwing the worst dead shrimp out of the live well in there and still catching fish. We're catching lots of Spanish mac in there. Snook. There's tarpon rolling in there. All kinds of good stuff. If you get on that jetty boat, get in this little pocket right in here, off the rocks, they've been catching lots of nice fish right there. But not only that, I've seen some monster flounder coming out of there. I mean, some up to 24, 25 inches, some great big ones. So get out there and get after them, boys and girls. Over in Estes Flats, this whole bank right down through has been holding some nice redfish. Also, if you get right back up in this little cove, way back up here in Trout Bayou, anywhere down through, driftfish and popping cork, shrimp has been working really well, catching trout and reds. But if you find some potholes, throw some live mullet or some cut mullet in there. Cut ladyfish if you happen to find it. And been working really good on some nice reds. There's been some oversized reds in there as well. Okay, over here by these little islands, right down through, in between these little islands, casting right up next to the mangroves. We've been catching some nice reds. Finger mullet's been working really good. You can throw some topwaters in there too. But there's been some really good reds down through. There's been a few mixed trout mixed in there as well. Cut ladyfish has been working really well. Anyways, you can get over here and do a popping cork and shrimp and drift right down through here and picking up some trout and some reds down through here on shrimp. You can also use a Berkeley gulp, like say root beer color. The 3-inch shrimp has been working pretty good for me. Also, you can fish these little mangroves right in here for redfish. Throwing that cut mullet or live mullet up in there. Mudman is working. If you can get mudman, get them on there. Island number 1, island number 2, right down through here has been holding some nice redfish. 3 and 4, they've all been holding some nice reds. Okie dokie, boys and girls, over in Ingleside, these rocks right down through has been holding some nice trout. That new development down through here has been holding them right down through here. Popping cork and shrimp or even freeline shrimp. You can also throw some freeline live mullet up in there. If you're throwing top waters or some of your plastics, they work pretty good in through there too. But this little old point right down through here, right up next to this bank, there's some small places where there's no grass growing, and you can throw some cut mullet, cut ladyfish, live finger mullet. You can also catch your mullet right there with a cast net. We've been catching some really nice reds right down through there. Popping cork and shrimp is working really good as well.
Thanks for watching. I'm CAPT.DOUG, Stanford.